Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Atlanta Sports Special. It's a new day here in Atlanta. Still the same team for right now. However, a lot of changes behind the coaching scene and general management. I can't wait to see what happens. We got trade talks about Trae Young. We got some good stuff happening with the Braves. I can barely speak. I'm just so happy about everything right now. We finally look like we're trying to be a serious organization. So on that note, let's get it.
Yeah! ATL on the rise, you know how we do. Beach tree dreams, dirty birds flying through. From the gridiron to the diamond, courts to the pitch. We reppin' ATL sports, every team, every niche. ATL, where the flames ignite. From Truist Park to the bins at night. Dreams take flight, hearts soar high. United we stand, reaching for the sky.
And we're back into 2026 with more Atlanta Sports Special. Kraemer, how we doing, brother?
New year starting off right, brother. Cannot complain. Only good things so far.
Yeah, everything's coming up Atlanta with everything I've been hearing. And it's honestly the craziest amount of moves across all our teams that I've ever heard. From
2026
football,
might actually be a good year.
I mean, knock on wood, but things look hopeful. I know I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
I know I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it with you here today. And before we get into it all, start like we always do. Kraemer, 1976, this day in the A. Huge, huge moment for Atlanta sports history because Ted Turner purchased the Atlanta Braves.
Wow.
Huge move. Did you know that was on January 6th? Did you know that in the back of your brain? Did you keep that piece of information?
No, I did not. This is stupid. Is Ted Turner still alive? There's no way, right?
You know, we should know that. I'm going to guess no, because if he was buying the Atlanta Braves at that level of business acumen in 1976, I'm going to say
What if I told you he's still alive?
I'm going to say that. Hold on. I got to think about this. I'm going to say Ted Turner is definitely still alive. Yeah, first guess. Definitely nailed it. He's still alive.
Yeah.
And Ted, if you hear this, dude, please don't take it as anything other than respect. You were making these business deals when Led Zeppelin was still together, so it's hard to imagine. But respect, brother, respect.
Born in 1938, and he's 87. So like, yeah, I guess that's mind blowing. I
respected.
Yeah, for sure.
Ted's living forever. Thanks for still living, dude. We love that.
Yeah.
That's also like that's this day and age just became a trivia question too, which is awesome. We love the Turners, done a lot for the city. We appreciate y'all.
Yep, absolutely. Damn shame that they sold the old Brave Stadium to Georgia State though, but that's just my opinion.
That's just the Georgia Southern in you because it's really awesome that Georgia State got that stadium.
It doesn't look right.
It's really, really awesome.
It should have become a museum.
It kind of is, in a way.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was actually playing NCAA 26 the other day. I played at Georgia State in the game, and it was so funny. Like, we popped in there, and I'm like, wait, this is Turner Field.
Yeah.
Like, it's in the game. It was crazy. It was kind of a nuts crossover. But that's neither here nor there. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. I got a quick game for you, too, Kraemer, before we get too started here. And before I do that, let me ask you this. You got any New Year's resolutions?
Man, consistency. Be kind to myself, be kind to others, and just be consistent in the goals that I want to make for myself.
God, that's beautiful. I think those are great New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's the same one I've had for the same 10 years, which is lose weight. But it's kind of like a vague one. We got some goals here. We're sticking to it, as well as make sure I log off when it comes to work and I'm totally present with family and friends, which I think is super important.
Absolutely.
Now I have a game for you, though, which
Okay.
is I want you, based on what the Atlanta Journal-Constitution wrote this year, to tell me or guess what you think the top 5 New Year's resolutions are for Atlanta natives who voted in this. If you can get 3 of them, which I think you can do, I'll be impressed. You get 4 of them, I'll be very impressed. You get all 5.
Let sports stress them out so much.
To reduce stress was not in the top 5, but it was in the top 8.
Okay.
Think cliches. Think cliches. I even just said one.
Okay, to lose weight.
To lose weight is the
Yeah.
5th of 5.
5th of 5.
So you got 1. You're 1 for 1.
I'm just thinking of stereotypes when it comes to Atlanta. I'd be like, my goal is to not pop 4 tires in these damn potholes.
Don't think way
Sorry.
more generic than that. Yeah, it's not like
No. It's more generic. Okay, yeah. Maybe not eat so much out. Do not spend so much money eating out. I don't know.
So I'm going to count that as 2 of them.
Okay.
Because it's eat healthier is number 3, and save more money is number 2.
Okay. So I have 2, 3, 5.
You have 2, 3, 5. You have number 1 and number 4.
Number 4.
I'm going to give you no more hints.
Dude, I couldn't even what the first one could be. Be happier.
It's a good guess. It's not it. This
Yeah.
contributes to happiness, though. The number 1 does.
Pet more dogs.
The number 1 New Year's resolution was, in fact, not to pet more dogs.
That's a shame.
When I tell you this, dude, you're going to be like, I'm so dumb. It's to exercise more.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
I told you. It's generic, dude.
Yeah.
It's generic.
I thought that was like lose weight, but I guess that's hand in hand, but whatever.
So
what's the
technically,
fourth?
the 4th one, and this one's the only one that was really different besides save money, is to spend more time with family and friends.
True. Okay. Yeah.
Honorable mention to the people in percentages who want to do more for the environment. Appreciate y'all. I mean, also to the ones who want to do more on their job performance. Good for you guys. Capitalist society, go make your bucks.
Yeah. Have fun with your corporate overlords.
Yeah. One of my favorite sayings about that, which is caveat, but is a tie, like a necktie. They say that's the leash your master cut for you.
I've never heard that one before, to be honest.
Yeah, there you go. I'm part of now. You can call me a philosopher and a co-host to the Atlanta Sports Special. All right, let's move back to sports though and quit getting so dreary and philosophy, and let's talk a little bit about the final game, the piece de resistance, which is sweeping the Saints. And really, the only thing game wise we can hang our hat on for this season is that the Aints suck, and that we're so much better than them, and that they're a terrible franchise, and that we are now up in the head-to-head against the Saints. We are now have more wins than losses against the Saints all time because we were tied going into that game. Kraemer, anything that popped off the page in this game to you?
Before we talk about popping off the page, the first thing I want to say is, yeah, I guess we won the game, but it didn't feel like a win. Our lack of ability against a defense that is bottom half of the league. I mean, they won, I guess they ended up with 4 wins, right? 4 or 5, something like that. But they're a bottom half team. Shit. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse my language. Swear jar. I mean, I guess you can consider we're like very mid in the league, right? But however,
I think the Saints won 6 games.
The way that we're playing these last couple weeks, there's no reason we shouldn't have ended the season on just shutting them out completely. We won by 1 point. Shout out Zane Gonzalez, MVP of the game. I mean, without that guy, what are we doing? It's just like, I don't know. It was just frustrating to watch, to be honest, because I'm sitting there thinking like we are doing like, we're going to get into this later, but of course you're going to fire Raheem Morris after winning by 1 point to your rival who is significant. People would say significantly doing worse than your team this year. I don't know. I'm trying to be more positive this year. So I'm very happy we won. I'm happy for a lot of things that was the end result of that game, but I can't be satisfied.
Let's talk about one thing that was just absolutely atrocious in this game from the Falcons was we made Chase Young look like Myles Garrett. I feel like Chase Young was in the backfield or tackling someone in the backfield every other play. And look, Chase Young is a great player. It's why he demands the money that he does, even coming off injuries and being moved around from Washington, San Francisco, now the Saints. Like, he's a talented player, man. Mm-hmm. That being said, we made him look like a world beater. And he's not that, I can tell you that. But Jake Matthews, unfortunately, had probably his worst game of the year, which is fine. We can let Jake can have a bad game. In Jake, we trust. But
What about
other than that, dude, like
Bijan had his worst game of the year.
man, and it's so sad too. Like he could have broken more records. He broke a ton of records already, but like he could have broken more records for real.
15 carries for 33 yards.
Yeah, what do you have, like 80 scrimmage yards or something too? Something terrible.
Yeah, it was just more in the air, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know, man.
What bums me out the most is we let some dude named Tyler throw for almost 300 yards on us.
No, Bijan's total scrimmage yards were 43 against the Saints after he's just like putting 200.
Yeah. Yeah, Zach Robinson went in the bag after that and was like, dude, we've been using Bijan way too much and effectively. We have to make sure he's useless because then Zane Gonzalez can kick more field goals. You know what this was is Zach Robinson really just wanted to see what Zane had in his bag. I get it, Zach. It was the end of the year. Or maybe Zach Robinson's a huge Tampa Bay fan.
I think
conspiracy. Him and Raheem were trying to get his former Bucks in the playoffs. They were trying to sandbag.
I think they're in on the Rams, and I think they really were just trying to make sure the Rams had a decent enough pick.
So if Raheem ends up on the analyst team or on the defensive side of the ball for the Rams, we know something was amiss.
Their defense looks pretty good without him right now. I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I think any team looks good without Raheem right now. I think Raheem. I read a stat. This is crazy. Raheem is going to get paid over $150,000 a day for the next 3 years.
What?
I think that was the stat, or maybe it was a week.
Okay.
A week.
That's still insane. Coaching salary doesn't go towards salary cap, right?
I don't think players.
Okay, good.
Let me go pull this up, dude.
That's so ridiculous. No, that just sounds
getting
like
fired as a head coach is probably the greatest job in the world for a buyout.
100%. I mean, look at college coaches. All these college coaches. I mean, what's Auburn paying Hugh Freeze still for the next couple years?
Oh, dude, chill. That's crazy. We're not even going to get into that. That's too deep, dude. Not as much as Texas A&M still playing Jimbo. I can tell you that much.
Or LSU paying good old Coach O.
So if we pay out, let's go pull this up. If we pay out Raheem in 1 year for his owed money, right?
Okay.
He'll be making $32,000 a day.
What?
And he'll be making $224,000 a week if he gets all of his $12 million paid in 1 year, which it'll probably be per year. Still, he'll get paid because he has 3 years. But dude, total bum to be making, people's annual salary in 2 months, 3 months. I think you should give it back. Insane. I think you should donate it back to the city of Atlanta.
I think you should. Yeah. Whatever happened to? Oh yeah, we forgot. This guy doesn't take accountability for anything.
No, dude. He'll be like, I deserve it.
Yeah, he'd be like, what do you mean? I had to suffer. I coached you guys for 2 years.
Do you think he could at least donate some of it to the local so that they can, for sure have the runway to be open for,
I actually would love, hey, Raheem, we actually love you. If you would ever want to throw some money our way and sponsor the pod, absolutely.
Don't listen to anything.
We're open for it. Yeah, don't listen. We've never
listen to anything we've said, dude.
We've never said anything negative about you. We've always been your biggest supporters. We would really just, slide in the DMs. I don't think we've ever just pay for our editing software. Just pay for our editing software for I don't think we've ever said anything
years.
Hateful to you on here or on the internet for sure.
That's not like us. Or what we're about, really.
It's a new year. It's a new year.
Yeah, so Raheem, just a heads up, we are open to all potential investment opportunities into the pod. We appreciate you and all of your time and all of your losing, dude. Thank you. We're excited about the future without you. We'll take your money. So this game, dude, was kind of a frustrating one, though. D. Alford had that sick pick. I thought he was going to crib that thing, too.
I wanted him to so bad, but we just don't score touchdowns no matter what side of the ball. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, it really is funny you say that too. Like, other than that Jesse Bates pick six like 2 weeks ago, I feel like every time we got a sick fumble, like strip sack and fumble, we got tackled on the 2 and kicked a field goal. It's like, oh, man, like this is tough.
Anytime we make it a turnover happen, we either give them the ball back or we kick a field goal or miss a field goal. That's been kind of the script for us all season.
But, dude, a lot of good stuff, if you look back, for individual players happened. And I know we've talked about this. Chase Pierce Jr., he should be, in my opinion, the rookie of the year. He had 10.5 sacks, which amongst rookies in all of the NFL's history ranks 20th for a rookie in most sacks. Of recent history, he's right behind people like Micah Parsons.
Beautiful.
Great name to be mentioned with. Had more sacks in his rookie season than Myles Garrett, who had 7.
The man that just broke the record.
So, look, the ceiling's huge. I mean, he is a true pass rusher. Like, don't get me wrong. He's not Myles Garrett because they're just not built the same. Like, that guy is an edge setter. He's what Jalen Walker could be. Like, Jalen Walker finishing with 5.5. This is an incredible season, too. Like, our young studs. And then let's not forget Xavier Watts breaking Deion's record.
We absolutely killed it when it came to our defensive draft pieces this year, like without a doubt. And you know what?
Hey, see you, Terry. Thank you so much, Terry. What a good gift before you went back to the Saints, you clown.
Yeah. He, have you heard the nickname that they're calling James Pierce Jr. now?
No.
James F. Them Picks Jr.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. I didn't know if that was actually officially going to be the nickname. I'm kind of cool.
That's what the internet's going with right now.
F. Them Picks Pierce. I like that. James F. Them Picks Pierce. And honestly, it panned out exactly how I would have wanted it on a losing season. If we had given the Rams some top 10 pick, I'd have been furious. We gave them a mid pick like we've had for the past 6 seasons. So it's like, okay, nothing really changed, and we got an absolute stud on the edge. I'm actually okay with it now in hindsight. But the real truth is, Terry Fontenot, we'll get into it. Dude, that guy got fired for the Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix mishandling. Like, that's what happened.
1,000%, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that they had handled the quarterback situation in general, I understand. So, like, his idea behind it all was, oh, we got Kirk Cousins. We're going to be really good with the weapons we have. This was before we decided to do anything that really actually fixed the defense. We were just putting Band-Aids on things, right? Getting people like Calais Campbell, Matthew Judon. And, I mean, the best, like, defensive thing he did was get Jesse Bates, who, again, even that was really nice and shiny when he first came to the city, but has had a tremendous fall off compared to what we thought we were getting.
Yeah, he had a
weird season.
Blown first 7 games of the season. It was like, dude, where's Jesse at? He totally shined in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
But first half, missed assignments, poor coverage, like missed tackles. It was like, what are we doing, dude?
Him and honestly, like AJ Terrell was also, I don't know what it was.
AJ Terrell had a back half of the season that was like all of a sudden he's getting cooked. So we had some inconsistency from our studs on defense for sure.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Terry. Yeah, at the end of the day, I think it was also just more of Arthur Blank going, hey, man, I don't get it. Or like, I don't understand what your vision is anymore because you clearly don't have one set in stone. You thought you did. You got to get out of here. Like, you guys, you wasted our top 10 draft pick on getting Michael Penix at 9 or 8, which is fine. Like, at first I was like,
it's not when you just paid $180 million to a quarterback.
Right. And then, of course, the next season, Cousins comes out, balls out, starts playing with an injury, doesn't tell anybody about it. We lose like 4 games in a row. We lose the South because of it. We put Penix in. Penix hasn't seen the light of day since preseason. And it puts us, and then it's like, okay, well, Cousins is actually shoulder injury. Let's put Penix in. Penix is like, well, okay. And then the last couple games of the last season were like the harder ones. So it was handled bad. But Raheem Morris, also to blame for that. Like him and Terry together were just
they're a nightmare.
They're a franchise. Both of them together was a franchise killer. And that's
what they were is they're both vibes guys. because like I think like getting a beer with Terry or getting a beer with Raheem would honestly be a blast. I think they'd be like
They're
fun guys to hang out with.
right, but
I don't want my
I want a
GM to be yeah.
serious organization, and we have had an very unserious organizations since 2016.
I want my GM to be a guy who's doing like advanced Sudoku on the toilet. That kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? Can't get his mind still. I got to be doing something.
I
here,
want him in
even when I'm
press
pooping.
conferences looking at reporters like they're idiots for asking him certain questions.
Yeah. Well, and I kind of want some grit with that too. Like Mike
Yeah.
McDaniel, who I still would love, but like he doesn't intimidate. Like
Yeah.
you can hate him all you want, but Campbell up with Detroit, you ask him a dumb question, the guy looks like he might eat you. Like, I kind of respect that.
That's what I want. I want somebody
Rather than a
that'll
head
look at a
coach.
reporter and go, and not just give him the answer like, well, we're going to get at practice this week and we're going to figure it out. You never figured it out.
We're going to keep trying. That's what he is like, dude. Like,
You never figured it out, did you, Raheem? And look where you are now.
Yeah, look where you are now, dude. Making $150K a week, you stud, you miserable stud. Yeah, it must be really hard to be him. Look, the Falcons season this year was a total lame season again. A lot to look forward to in the future. The buzz about this, and this is what I really want to talk to, because I think it's the most pressing matter when it comes to Falcons' nature now, is who do we bring in as head coach? And the three names that are kind of top of everybody's list right now are, I hope I'm saying it right, Clint Kubiak, the Seahawks.
Kubiak!
The Seahawks offensive coordinator.
Yes, sir.
And now, as of today, John Harbaugh has already been reached out to as well, as he's been let go from his responsibilities to the Ravens as head coach. So that one's interesting. Yeah, that one's interesting, man, because I think I like it. But then again, like, he kind of underachieved with a pretty studly Ravens team, too. You know what I mean?
And, I mean, Super Bowl winning coach, first and foremost. The only thing I don't think I have an issue with Kubiak or Harbaugh. It's more the fact it's like, what situation are they coming into with a quarterback? What are they thinking? What are they like? It's a head coach, a good head coach is like, or coordinator has the ability to be a head coach. It like you come to Atlanta and you have so many more questions than you do answers, right? Because you come into this situation and you're like, so Kirk Cousins, is that who we're rolling with next year? Are we getting rid of him? Speaking of which, little side tangent here. News came out today. Kirk Cousins is looking to renegotiate and restructure his contract in the favor of the Falcons.
So he already did.
Okay.
$67 million instead of 90 over the next two seasons. It's not enough for the level of play that we get out of him. And I think it's somewhat of a tactic, because the truth is, if I get these dates wrong, I'll correct myself in the next pod. I'm pretty sure it's, if he is not cut before March 1st, he is owed the entirety of that contract that's guaranteed, which is 67. Basically what it is, he cut out everything that wasn't fully guaranteed, and all his guaranteed money's still there. So
essentially he's giving the Falcons like, hey, I'll give you guys money, but you guys cannot cut me.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, well, he doesn't really own that, though. That's the problem. Is like, we get a GM and quick, they can completely alleviate some of that cap space by cutting him. Then you have to get a quarterback. So people that I've heard would be great to go after, which, look, if it happens, I'm going to be juiced. I don't think it'll happen based on the Falcons that I've known for the past 8 years.
Yeah.
But like the rumor mill is people like Justin Herbert and Lamar Jackson want out of where they're at, I'd be pumped.
Yeah, I also heard Joe Burrow, but let's be honest, if we are paying, we have all these young players that are going to need contracts soon.
They don't yet. So, but the problem, and the problem that you're about to say too is true, is like,
we don't have money for some of these.
We don't
guys
have
that need
longevity
contracts.
money, right? Because like you talk about signing a Joe Burrow, it's going to be a 6-year deal. And he's going to get paid $300 million.
He's already being paid half a bill, like, basically. Yeah. Same with Justin Herbert. Same with, I'm not sure about Lamar's situation, but I remember he got pretty.
Oh, he got paid.
Mad. Yeah, he got paid, but I just don't remember how much. But yeah, I guess the fact of the matter is just, we have a money situation. We're kind of in a weird zone of, we don't understand what really is going to happen with our quarterback. So I think it is so early. It's good to have these conversations and make sure, our foot's in the door with these opportunities with these coaches. But at the end of the day, if I'm a coach and I want to win, like, you're going to have to convince me you guys got a plan, or like, you're going to let me have a plan to go do something about the quarterback situation.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think you can run out there with Michael Penix even if he gets healthy for next year, based on the fact that he's had a torn ACL for every single season of football he's played for the past 5 years.
Yeah. And I think, we, at the beginning of the season, we were big Penix riders. Pause.
Yeah. Look, I still think if he hadn't got that injury, I would be.
Yeah, 100%. But at the end of the day, it's like sometimes you got to take away what you believe and hope and understand and look at the facts. And we can't win a Super Bowl on hope. We tried that.
And we've been trying that for a long time, dude.
Look what happened after we tried. We said, why not us? And it was indeed I guess there was a good reason why it was not us. But that being said, I have also seen, so we've seen Harbaugh, we've seen Kubiak, and the name I saw today that made me absolutely furious, I put it on the Instagram, was Sarkisian from the Browns.
Dude, no one from the Browns organization should step foot in our front office.
The fact that, like, it was there was 2 other teams that were also already in contact with him. Guess who the other 2 teams were?
Jeez.
I'll give you a hint. None of them had a winning record.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I was about to say, who just fired their coaches? Arizona?
No. It was. Go ahead.
No, I'm still trying to think, like, off the top of my head, like, who just fired all their coaches. Just tell me who it was.
It was the Giants and the Titans. We should not be in anywhere associated with those teams.
Yeah.
Those guys, we lost some games. But at the end of the day, we technically are tied for the division leader. It was because we got swept, right? So at the end of the day, you have to look at it. It's like, we should not be considering, we should hold ourselves to a higher value than Tennessee and the New York Giants. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
100%. You know what sucks, though, is, like, coaches.
Part of a winning mentality is how you hold yourself, right? If we're going to sit there and be with the rest of the losers, then we might as well just be considered losers.
Dude,
I'm not standing for that.
I'm going to bash the Falcons a little bit here, too, though, because those coaches, if you're looking at a place to come into, like, the Falcons should have everything, but what do we not have that New York has and that Tennessee has?
A quarterback.
Cam Ward will be a good quarterback if he gets team around him. Jackson Dart's already shown that he can be gritty and get the wins when he needs it with an incompetent coaching staff.
The argument I have with the New York Giants is that they are almost like, they're kind of like us offensively, where they have a fun young offense that like you can really build together and like get good chemistry with. How their offensive line's atrocious, way worse than ours. That's why Scadaboo, Dart, that's why everyone's like injured on that team, essentially. Everyone's getting concussions, everyone's just, breaking legs. It's fine.
Scadaboo, dude, I don't even know if he'll be able to walk. I don't that injury was so bad, man.
That was pretty. Anyway,
yeah.
But I see your point. It's like, if I'm a head coach, you're right. I don't know. Like I just said earlier, it's like, I don't know if I want to come to the Falcons because I don't understand what a solution could be for this. Like, you have to be we needed like a good veteran coach that knows how to win. Like, why I would make the argument for Harbaugh, or Kubiak's doing things with Sam Darnold nobody thought was possible. So
yeah, you want to talk about an organization too. When we mention them, that has more problems in their front office clearly than we do. Man, Tennessee Titans had Derrick Henry and Mike Vrabel coaching the same time, and now Derrick Henry got further with the Titans in a playoff situation they did with the Ravens, by the way. But also, Vrabel's now in New England, absolutely dominating the league with Drake May.
Not to mention, they thought trading away A.J. Brown for Treylon Burks, for the fact they were like, well, Treylon Burks is built just like A.J. Brown, so he has the potential to be just like him. You already had him. That was the craziest thing. It was the craziest reasoning I've ever seen in my entire life. You already had AJ Brown.
Dude, can you imagine having like a 6 sports car and then being like, I'm going to trade this for a Mazda Miata? Because like it kind of looks like it. This kind of looks like a Porsche if you like close, if you squint like this.
And it'd be,
kind of looks like
why would you do that? Because it's less money. You'd be like, oh, it's less money. Oh, Treylon Burks, less money. We can get some good picks. And guess what? AJ Brown went and did. Won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, as I said, won a Super Bowl. Now he's really frustrated in Philadelphia, but that's neither here nor there as well.
Yep.
Back to the Falcons GM stuff, dude. It's honestly like this is the part that is kind of exciting because I don't know enough yet about like who they're even considering for this. It's cool that Matt Ryan is the leader for the newly founded president of football, a position that we have. He actually interviewed today while we're recording this, which is pretty cool.
What do we need to interview him with? Come on.
I think they just got to make sure, like, I mean, he took some hits while he was on the team. Like, we didn't block for him very well. But no, I think Matt Ryan's gonna be awesome because he's one of the only people in this organization over the past 15 years who knows what it's like to win and can also look at the game from the vantage of like, I want to establish what I didn't have when I was here, which is like, how do we win in the trenches on both sides first and then expand the team from there with a good quarterback?
Yeah,
he was a good quarterback, but he's a great quarterback. Let me rephrase that. He's a great quarterback. But I really think like his ball knowledge from being there aligns well with what we're trying to do for the future. I got the hiccups. You go ahead.
No, I agree. And I think I would love to have somebody who was such a dominant player, a historic player for our organization, be able to have a say because he, I'd imagine, wants to come into his old franchise and build everything that he didn't get.
Yes, exactly.
It's the whole aspect of like when you have a kid, you want to give that kid what you didn't have as a kid, right?
Right.
So,
yeah, Matt Ryan had tons of toys. He had little time. Now he wants to come and build a place where you have some toys and a lot of time. Meaning you can sit in the pocket and throw it to some guys who are talented. And we already got guys that are talented. We need another piece that can stay healthy. But you do that and you bolster that offensive line immediately. The Falcons are dangerous. And obviously you tell the play caller that we're never running out of pistol formation ever again.
We're getting some offensive linemen back. Remember, we lost
Storm.
Gary. Yep. We lost McGrady at the beginning of in the preseason because he was playing a meaningless preseason game actually he did it in camp, but still, it's interesting to see. But I don't know who would you really want for a head coach if you got to pick out of this carousel right now?
I think
then again, we also don't know. So I guess it's early to tell. Sorry, I know I asked you a question, but I just kind of also want to say we don't know what organizations might. To me, it doesn't make sense if your head coach gets you to a playoff for you to fire him. But there's a lot of weird chemistry happening with some of these teams right now. So we got an example.
Does not like Matt LaFleur.
You have Mike Tomlin. The fans are livid at Mike Tomlin.
I don't want Mike Tomlin, dude.
Do you know how much I would kill to have a winning record every season, though?
Yeah, but that's just going from 8-9 to 9-8 every season. Like that's only one game step. We're trying to win.
9-8 wins the division, and where we're from, baby.
Yeah, and you host a playoff game. But I mean, and actually, that's a good point. But it's also like that's short term thinking. Mike Tomlin is short term thinking, dude.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin has proven that he is a okay coach, right? That's just like a fact. He's not bad. He's just okay. I think the best thing we can do, to answer your question originally, is get Clint from the Seahawks because what we desperately need is an offensive mind that can sling the ball downfield and draw up plays to get guys like Drake London more open. And I mean, I don't think he'll be on the team, but like Darnell Mooney would have been great for that. If we can have a quarterback to throw it to him, that's healthy. Because I think if you pair that with Jeff Ulbrich kind of taking more of the helm with defense, and not having to run like through Raheem for that kind of stuff, what you have is you have very competent defense mixed in with very competent offense. And I just would love to see for once in the past 12 years, like what that looks like to have a guy who's like, I'm here for offense. Like we're going to sling the ball. We're going to be at the top. We're going to be in the top 25% of the league in passing yards per game. That's what I want because I just want offense, dude. Like I'm so tired. I love Zane Gonzalez. He's probably the MVP of the second half of the season. But like I don't want to see my kicker kicking so many damn field goals every week. I want to score touchdowns.
I want extra points, not field goals.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. It's super frustrating.
What do you want? Like, right now, with who's available, without the mystery of it all, like is that kind of where your head is too?
I love Kubiak. I think Kubiak has almost an identical situation going on with the Seahawks offense. I mean, let's just go bar for bar. Jackson Smith and Jigba, right? He's been in the league for a little bit longer than Drake May. However, and he always had DK Metcalf there to kind of overshadow him. But I'm saying, great wide receiver one, big guy. Drake London, big guy. They got their 1-2 punch with Charbonnet, Walker. We got Algier for the meantime.
He'll be gone.
Yeah, he'll probably be gone. But we have Bijan, and then, maybe we can get lucky with another guy, but we're going to have some sort of there's no doubt in my mind we're going to have to do a 1-2 punch because Bijan can't get the rock 50 times a game. And
he doesn't need to be, especially with how much he catches out of the backfield. Like
the only thing I would argue is they have a better offensive line but we have a better tight end again for right now. And I'm interested. I just think it would be a similar aspect where he gets to, be in control of that and he could be the play caller and everything. It's like, go ahead, man, just take it. Like take over the reins. Do everything you need to do. Yeah,
tell Zach to shut up and you just tell him what.
Speaking of which, why does that guy's key card still work? Why is that guy still? Yeah. Why is there no announcement yet? Is that like, because I was thinking about it, is that like a head coach decision? Is that like, the new head coach gets to decide if he wants okay, it is?
I would imagine, and this is kind of the problem.
Because there's no reason that guy should be in this city.
Yeah.
Like he should not be near Canton, Georgia. That's how far I want him away. He needs to be out of here. I want him past Valdosta. I want him off the state borderline. I need him out of this city. I need him out of this state.
Yeah, we really need him to do? We really need him to go coach for the Panthers. I think the Panthers would love Zach Robinson. Zach Robinson, this is my official nod to you. If you want to go coach in Carolina, dude, go for it. We're happy to have you go up there. I'm with you, dude. I'm surprised they haven't painted over his parking space plate yet as well. But like I said, I think that's like, okay, we have this staff.
I need to see like a video. I need CCTV, like video security footage of him like trying to get into the Falcons office. And it's just like,
they cut me.
Denied. They cut me? I guess they cut me.
Yeah, it's only year 2. I love that video. Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, man. But look, we got a lot coming down the pipe. I honestly thought like this is not a normal year of Falcons losing. Where like we get done and we're like, all right, well, we'll see what we do, kind of trades and all that. But like we'll get ready for spring or summer ball. There's a lot that's going to get down the next few months, and I know we'll keep tight to it.
Yep.
We'll also do a full season recap, I think, with some guests appearing as well here very soon. So stay tuned for that. But we got other stuff to talk about. More drama, more shakeups across different sports.
Let's go ahead and get it done with. If you want to, Braves or Hawks, 285, what's happening around the city?
Let's go with the Hawks first, because I think the biggest conversation piece, and I think we got to have Beecham on for this if this happens, but it seems that Trae Young he's asked with his agents, they're looking for a trade. And it appears that as of right now, the strongest suitor would be the Wizards and us picking up CJ McCollum's last year of his contract and what I would have to imagine would be picks. If it is a first-round pick from the Wizards, did I gobble that up with CJ McCollum any day because the Wizards are going to suck next year too? And it's just like another guaranteed lottery pick like the one we're going to have for the Pelicans?
Yeah.
But if it's like a 1-for-1 and we're just trading like what would be salary space for next year by not paying him a max, like I don't love the idea of just getting CJ. No. I mean, CJ is a great player, and I think he would fit better in the system because I don't think he requires as much attention. And we can start running the ball back when we had, actual defense and offense occurring at the same time in games.
Right.
Which is like through our young studs. But dude, it's sad too, though. I don't know about you. I kind of felt like it was a Trae experiment. Like we're clearly saying it's failed.
We had Luka dominant. We had Luka.
You Germans, dude. You're always hung up on Luka, dude, being that.
Because what if we had Luka?
Yeah, it's nice to think
Anyway,
about.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was daydreaming there. My bad.
Yeah, you kind of got me lost in it too. You know, it was
Yeah.
fairy tailing.
I
Yeah,
mean,
man,
of course, I mean, it's just another Hawks move like any organization in the Atlanta area that you have a stud player and you're like, ooh, Freddie Freeman. Good. Really good.
really good. MVP.
Obviously, a whole different issue there. But let's let him walk to the Dodgers. Why do we do that? But that's a whole different situation. But you know what I'm saying. I was just using that as like probably Julio Jones.
That's almost a different one though. And I want to point this out. If you look back at it, only reason I have to say this is because I will give AA a little bit of credit where I usually didn't, because I was really upset with Freddie Freeman leaving. Yep. We'll get back to the Hawks in a second. But if you go look at the stats over the past 3 seasons, Freddie Freeman has been incredible. Matt Olson has been incredible.
No, actually, like now that I mean, you know, everything's said and done, like, and we've had a couple years with it. Yeah. I do think Matt Olson is a better replacement, or at least
he's the only replacement I would have.
I think at worst it was an even trade. At the worst.
It's one of those situations where like we have such great value out of him, and he rakes for at least 2/3 of a season, which is like better than anyone else on our team does, and he also plays every single game. He is the most durable player on our team. That can't be underscored. Like, that's amazing. So that one stuff, like the trade you're talking about, like Julio and stuff like that, it's like, like that's where it's like, what are we doing, dude? Like,
that's we
drafted Calvin Ridley. We don't need him.
Well, that guy sucked. Not on the field, but off the field, that guy sucked.
Dude, I actually heard he was pretty successful with his side business. FBI broke his heart, but
unbelievable.
Yeah, the Hawks situation, dude, I think it's for the best. If this is where Trae's head's at too, and he's cool with it, then I'm cool with it. What I don't want is Trae being like, I want to be in Atlanta. Like, that's like, shit. Like, he's not
being dramatic about the whole situation. He was like, you know what? I kind of get the feeling that maybe where this team is heading, the style I play and the way I want to play is not fitting well. He's being actually the least dramatic about it than I think I've ever seen a player. It's awesome. I think it's like, you know, hey, they're both kind of agreeing things aren't working out. And then at the end of the day, you know, sorry, the experiment didn't go as planned. We had some good times. We had some great laughs. New York Knicks are still our baby.
Yeah.
Our star kid, our child.
And they're so sweet to let us stop them like that all the time. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
But look, I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
The Hawks were 13-10 without Trae. In the 10 games he's been active, we're 2-8.
I mean, yeah. We go ahead and pull up the last couple games we've had. We've been pretty brutal lately. Back-to-back losses to the Raptors, beat the Knicks, but come on, that might as well be a bye week.
Yeah, for real.
And we beat
the Timberwolves. I don't think did Trae play that game? That's actually a really good spot.
He did not.
Yeah, so that
he did not.
That's what I was about to say. Like, I don't think he played. So there you go. Just beat the best team in the West, arguably, without Trae, and then we go and lose to the Raptors again for the 3rd or 4th time this season.
Jalen Johnson, 34 points.
Have you heard of that guy, Jalen Johnson? Pretty good at basketball.
Yeah, have you heard of him?
Dude, his stat line still is like, it's just unreal. The guy is just putting on a freaking performance right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Johnson, 23 points a game, 10 rebounds, 8 assists a game, shooting 52% from the field. That's our guy. That's
some would say that's pretty good.
I don't know too much about statistics or numbers. I'm not smart. But if I was shooting and more than half my shots were going in, I'd say I'm pretty good at this.
Yep.
I'd say I'm pretty good at this. That's pretty good numbers, dude. Whether you're catcalling or you're shooting basketballs, 50% is a pretty ridiculous number.
I mean, I just know 50% of the phone calls I made in sales all landed. I'd be in a penthouse.
If you were shooting at 50% on calling the weather, you'd be the best weather reporter at the news station.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Right? I mean,
But so yeah, I mean, we'll keep everyone updated for sure with everything going on with Trae Young. Again, I just want to say, like, one last thing with that is, like, Trae Young, it has been an awesome ride. I think you're going out in a very honorable way. You are shaking hands saying, hey, the city gave me a lot. I gave a lot to the city. Unfortunately, with just who we got on the team now and kind of where the direction where we're heading, we're doing pretty well. And the way I play is just not part of the picture anymore. And it's very honorable. It's very, very honorable.
Yeah, I think you're right. And with that, we'll move away from the Hawks and their sadness.
Well, let's talk about the gauntlet we got coming up.
Oh, yeah. Read out the next 3 games we got playing, or 5 games.
Next 4 games we got the Pelicans tomorrow. That's nice. Whatever. That's cool.
That's draft stat padding.
We gotta beat the draft stat. Then we're at Nuggets, at Warriors, at Lakers. So 1 and 3 we're looking at. Who knows? We just beat the Timberwolves.
Depends on how fast the trade. If Trae plays, depends on if Porzingis.
I don't think if they're talking Trae's not gonna play until they figure something out. Because if he gets
Porzingis situation is super frustrating too. Like we don't talk about that enough. Like paid this guy a ton of money and like he doesn't play a quarter of the games because he's sick. Like, dude, like did we know how sick he was when we signed him? Because like. Dude's
That's
really
what
sick.
I said when I thought it was really cool when we signed him and everything. And I was like, oh, I guess that might have been a one-off thing. But then I read into it and I go, oh, no, he straight up has this extremely, not AIDS, just a pretty bad, some sort of autoimmune disease.
Dude, who said he had AIDS, dude?
Anyway, yeah, that's, it's it's frustrating for sure. If we could somehow, I don't see anybody wanting to pick him up. Like, what do we even do about that? It's kind of like this is the bed we made. We're going to have to like sleep in it for a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like he's going to be here for a season. Like, I don't know anyone who would trade for him right now. And I think it would be useful for the Hawks. So like, the problem is we get rid of Trae. Like the only name I've seen come up that I think would be absolutely worth it would be trading him to Dallas to get a big man because we need a big man help so bad. We're terrible at rebounding. We get out rebounded every game. We have no rim defense when Big O is not in the game, and even then he's still an undersized, like almost Al Horford type center. Like we really need help on the inside, and that guy would immediately change the game and the playoff picture. I mean, we're still early in the season, so it's like now's the time to make a big move.
All-Star weekends, like mid-February?
Yeah, that's the halfway point.
So, I mean, time's ticking.
It is, dude. It is. And it's going to be like, I expect January to be a big month for the Hawks and what they do, the moves they make.
Yeah, I almost said we're halfway through January. It's quite literally the 6th. Okay, yeah. No, I mean, it's very early.
Before you know it, though, dude. Yeah. Before you know it, it'll be halfway through January. And then before you know it, it'll be February. And then before you know it,
it'll be football season.
Me and Kraemer will be having a beer at the Battery for the first game for the Braves.
Oh, I cannot wait. We should bring the microphones there and just record the first one.
I'm so down. Do you think they'd let us get at like that VIP section to record a pod there? Like, yeah, dude, we have 150 followers on Instagram. You should probably let us do this for free.
We have like we have one listener in Moscow, Russia. So yeah, we're kind of international.
We're the international podcast. So like it or not, we have a pretty sprawling fan base. Yeah, and the Italian guy. I don't want to forget him. Thank you, Italian listener. Please reveal yourself.
Please DM us. I'd love to send one of you guys something. Like that'd be hilarious.
You might get our first piece of Atlanta Sports Special merch that I think we might be coming out with, which I have something in the works. I won't spoil. Kraemer doesn't even know this.
I'm shocked right now. Yeah. And for our audio listeners, my eyebrows just got real big.
Yeah. Got a little something in the works. I'm working with a buddy of mine, so we'll see what we can get done with that. Okay. It might be fun. Other than that, dude, the Braves. I think we already talked about them re-signing him for a 1-year, $2 million deal. So we have 2 shortstops now. So infield's pretty much there. We're going to get another rotation guy. The biggest thing the Braves need to get is another bat to fill the DH spot because there's no way. I just say right now we're bringing back Azuna. It's not like official, but there's just no way we're doing it.
It's sad, but it's like he caused a lot of frustrations, right, for the Braves. There was a lot of scandals, a lot of issues, a lot of
I don't know how much you call it a scandal, dude. Like he hit his wife. It's pretty bad. I
was talking more about the DUI, but that too. Yeah.
No, dude, he's full of them. That's what
I'm saying. Like he's had multiple issues, like a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand, like maybe not the best guy, but he came back when no one believed him and they wanted him off the team, and he was one of the only highlights of this past season.
For as bad of a guy as he is, I don't really know that. Did he make huge mistakes? Yeah, big time. But for as big of mistakes,
people can change.
The clubhouse loved him. Like, everyone says he's the nicest guy. Like, he works hard. Like, apparently he's got his own demons outside of that. People all got their demons. We're not here to knock someone for that.
I don't think there will ever be a funnier meme for a team than
100%.
I'm Ozuna from the Braves.
Dude,
I'm
Ozuna from the Braves. It is the funniest video and clip ever, and it's been made into some of the best highlight reels for a Braves player of all time, too. I might get repost some of those for fun, actually, on our Instagram.
Yeah, we're gonna need go clip this and just go ahead and put that in there,
dude. I might have to do that. That's fantastic. But yeah, the Braves still not spending a ton of money. They spend some money. They've been quiet.
They've been real quiet for a team that was projected to be one of the top 3 teams spending the most money this offseason.
That's what AA said. So, I mean, we spent $20 million on Kim coming back for single season. He's a very effective defender, and he batted pretty well. We need someone who can come in and hit 30 home runs in the DH spot. Like, that's the problem we're with right now. I was talking to my dad about this, actually, huge Braves fan, and I was like, my biggest concern for the season actually revolves a little bit more toward our 2-deep catcher situation right now, because Drake Baldwin, stud young guy, excited to see what he does. But Sean Murphy has been very fragile with injuries. And he's hit okay for what we thought we were getting. He hasn't been bad, but it's
a lot
just
worse this year than the year before.
Well, I mean, he pulled his oblique or something, like towards oblique in the first, we missed like 2.5 months. It's like, we can't have that. Like, we have to have this team healthy.
We might need a new sports med team.
I mean, you know what we need is we need real grass for the Falcons stadium, and we need I don't know what we need for Atlanta. I don't think it's the turf management. I think it's like someone's got to start giving these guys creatine or something to boost those muscles.
Some HGH. Like, I'm cool with whatever.
We can't do that. We can't do that. We already have players who just missed half a season because they were dope and then taking that stuff.
Let the boys play.
Yeah. This upcoming season, dude, I'm really excited about the Braves. I still think that the Braves, out of all the teams that we have in Atlanta, always have the highest ceiling just based on the money we spend and the size of franchise they are. And the team is returning still. We're still in our window, though the window is closing with all these players. It's going to be a fun year. I am excited to see what we do, dude. It really is one of those situations where it's like, okay, can, Jerkson Profar not take steroids so he can be on the field? Can Ozzy Albies not break every bone in his hand twice? Can Acuna keep his ACL intact? Like, these are the things, like, that's the stuff I have concerns about. It's not like, if these guys are healthy, can they rake? We know they can rake.
We need a Acuna to go give Michael Penix some pointers on how to properly
You know what the problem with Acuna is that he's so damn good in the field. That's actually my biggest frustration with him, because if not, I'd be like, let's just DH the guy. Like, he's just the best player ever. But he's got a cannon of an arm, and you can't not play him every game in right field.
That throw he had mid-season this year where he just threw an absolute laser from all the way in the backfield, flat-footed to third base was the crazy one of the. I mean, it was on every sports media page ever. Just like, how did this happen? How was this an out? Like,
oh, dude, other players too would be beating their chest. Like, dude, Acuna's over there.
He's like, I'm here to.
I do this, dude.
I'm just him.
And Acuna, more than anyone in the league right now, I would stamp this, truthfully, because it's something you can't actually measure. He loves playing baseball. He loves playing baseball for the Braves. That is so underappreciated.
See, that's why I think, like, we won in 21. It's just like, if you look at everybody we had on the team, that was just everyone was just such good vibes. Jock 100%. Peterson, Soler, like, all those guys were just, they were like, we love baseball, and, like, this chemistry is working. Like, we are vibing right now, and it showed.
and then money ruined everything, dude.
Yeah, money did ruin everything.
And the Dodgers ruined everything, but they do that.
Well, the Dodgers are going to ruin baseball until the sun explodes.
Yeah, or do we put a salary cap in the sport, which I think Rob Manfred.
A real salary cap where you can't just take $2 million a year and take the rest of it after you retire or whatever.
Yeah, hey, in 2028, you owe me $7 billion. It's like, oh, okay.
Whatever
Sick.
Shohei Ohtani is doing, where it's like, hey, after you decide to retire, your arm's no good anymore. Like, we'll
I
pay
also
you all
just
this.
I want to say this: Shohei Ohtani gets all this like sweet, like white knight kind of vibe. The guy totally threw his boy under the bus. He's a dirty gambler, and he's a sleazebag, dude. He's a sleazebag and makes $1 billion, and I can't stand him, dude. I'm not gonna stand here and be like, but Shohei's so much fun. He's such a night. Nah, dude. Shohei sucks.
I have a conspiracy that
I
he
hate him.
actually can speak perfectly fluent English, and he uses the whole like, oh, I don't speak English like very well to like make him seem so innocent.
I love
That's
it.
just me. That's just me.
No, I'm totally with that, dude. Anything that bashes the name Shohei Ohtani is allowed in this pod. Especially because he's just so good at baseball. He's an idiot, dude. I hate him. So good. Hate him. Do we have anything from the United or from the Dream? Or are we still kind of lulling in the offseason here? Is Rich McKay still involved with Atlanta United?
No, he's not. Rich McKay no longer involved in any of the sports. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that affects Atlanta United. But he is only on entertainment in the stadium as of the knowledge I understand. He's only on pet projects from Arthur Blank and concerts, events that happen within the stadium, but not.
So get ready for the worst concert lineup of all time. I feel like Rich McKay listens to like strictly like Barry Manilow and like Reba McEntire.
I think it's gonna be
actually, I take that back, dude. Reba slaps. I shouldn't have knocked Reba like that. I totally.
Yeah, where was that? What shade was that?
Nah, dude, that was crazy. I stand by the Barry Manilow comment.
I think his vibe is more like, like he's gonna like book a lot of problematic people, not realizing what year it is, and he's gonna be like, as the director of entertainment for the stadium, like I'm gonna get Kid Rock with just a bunch of
troubling people up there.
Yeah, he goes, and like one night only, the Paul brothers. Like dude, please stop.
It'd be pretty cool if he slipped up and got like Limp Bizkit though. Or Nickelback.
I would though. So,
dude, I would go to that concert in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but no balls.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's about all the updates we got for everything. So, ding dong, the witches are dead in the Atlanta organizations, baby. So that's the only thing I care about.
Yeah, the guillotine swing, and I don't think it's done yet, which is pretty awesome. It's exciting to see.
Yeah, again, Zach Robinson, why do you have a key card still? Anyway.
He's just like Courage the Cowardly Dog shaking in the corner.
He probably hasn't slept. He probably hasn't slept since Sunday. He goes just sweating. He's like, I know I'm next. It's Final Destination for him right now. It's not if, it's like when it's going to get you.
For whom the bell tolls, brother.
Yeah.
Why don't you take us home here, brother?
Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for welcoming us into this what seems to already be a glorious new year for some of the pretty good for the Atlanta sports organizations. And like always, I hope you had a good New Year's, and whether you flew here or you grew here, we really appreciate you tuning in and listening. Thank you.
Rise up, baby.
Yeah! ATL on the rise, you know how we do. Beach tree dreams, dirty birds flying through. From the gridiron to the diamond, courts to the pitch. We reppin' ATL sports, every team, every niche. ATL, where the flames ignite. From Truist Park to the bins at night. Dreams take flight, hawks soar high. United we stand, reaching for the sky.